Alright, what's up guys? It's me, Abby, none other. And, tonight I'm just, it's been a bad night. I tried to do this stream earlier and I noticed it was connected, but the chat wasn't popping up. But I think it's fine now, which, I don't really give a shit if anybody listens to me. I don't have anything interesting to say ever. Let's just be real. But I just feel, I'm really contemplating, like, getting help for ADD, and my mind races all the time. I can multitask and do 100 things, 100 miles an hour, 100 miles a minute. And I just don't feel happy. Like today, usually I'm a really happy-go-lucky person. I get depressed, but I don't get suicidal. And, I'm not gonna kill myself, though I'm sure many of you would love that. Many of you have told me that you would love that. But sometimes you get these thoughts in your head where, let's say you're driving, and while you're driving, you just think to yourself, what if I were to drive my car, like right off into the lake right now? You know what I mean? Just crazy little stuff like that enters my mind as I'm driving, and then I've literally laid here for like a couple hours. I'm so tired, yet I can't get any sleep. I have so many thoughts going through my head. I don't know how to turn them off. I don't know if it's ADD or ADHD. I don't even know the difference between the two, but I gotta get help for this because I need something which will help me focus better. Hey, good morning, Botter. It's not a great morning for me, but I'm glad you're having a good morning. Yeah, I need some, like, recommendations. I need, I'm kind of pissed at myself for getting this stupid car and having to pay so much on it every month, $400 is a big car payment. And, it is what it is. I did need a new car, but then I just kind of think about all the what ifs. When I lay down at night, it's the most difficult for me. I think about, what don't I think about, What don't I think about? It's more like it. God, I'm so out of it and tired. I just want to wake up. Because when I lay down, hey Rena baby, how are you? You're so sweet. It's like, when you lay down, you ever lay down and you're just so fucking tired? And you might doze off a little bit, but then you get back up. It's not good sleep. It's like your body's not going into REM sleep, which is, when the body repairs itself. It's a deeper sleep. I'm gonna be okay. I'm thankful to the Lord to be alive, but, like, I can't believe I thought about suicide today. Like, I really just thought, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this anymore. It's just too hard. But my religious beliefs prevent me from killing myself, which I just, damned if I do and don't. I mean, this place isn't gonna, nobody's gonna miss me. The one person that would have missed me is dead. And that was Paul, my husband. And then my mother's in the hospital. I personally think I talked to her today. God, I can barely remember what she said. I was just so out of it and tired. I told her, it sounds like, Mom, you've had a stroke. And oh and behold, she lost, the ability to move her body. And when I would speak to her on the phone for the past few weeks, it sounded like somebody was talking, but half their face was not talking. It was droopy or something. You could hear it. And she said she went numb in her legs and went blind or half blind in her left eye. All of a sudden, I said, Mom, you've had a stroke. Please let me call an ambulance. And she just doesn't. She didn't do it. But she finally got to the point where she can't fucking move at all. And they put her in the hospital. And I said, well, when are you coming home, Mom? Thanks, guys. Thanks for your support. I said, when are you coming home? Because I just miss my mom. I love calling up my mom, talking to my mom. And she's like, I'm not coming home after this. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, they're going to put me in a rehabilitation center to try to get me to be able to move again. And I said, Mom, so I'm not going to, it's going to be so hard to talk to her in a fucking rehabilitation center. I'm just really worried about my mom. I don't know why. Well, maybe it's a good thing. At least she can't smoke cigarettes in the frickin' hospital, And if they're going to transport her, hey, Wendy, into a rehabilitation center, she definitely ain't going to be able to smoke. So maybe it's for the best. But it just sucks not to be able to wake up and call Mom. Or I can call Dad and talk to Dad. My daddy turned 58 the other day. He's getting up there. I just feel depressed, like I want to commit suicide. That's what I feel, Wendy. I just really don't know what the fuck I'm fighting for, if it's even worth it anymore. It's just one damn thing, it's another. If it ain't one thing in the real world, when you're not sheltered by somebody, if it ain't one damn thing, it's another. And I have fucking nobody that can help me, literally. I get bitched at all the time. I get verbally abused. It gets so old. It really does. I wish Paul was still alive. He was such an angel to me. He was a great husband. He always treated me like I was just the apple of his eye, like I could do no wrong. And Paul had money, big money. There was never any struggling. There was never any, I bought this car. How am I going to afford the payments? It's too much payments. Paul really helped guide me, He just always wanted the best for me. And that's true love right there, Yeah, he did a few things but I needed to be put in my place. I'm just unruly sometimes, and I make decisions that are spur of the moment, and it's just I need someone to ground me, not be a fucking lapdog to me. Even if it's like a lapdog that barks like hell. You just fucking yell at it a little bit, and it does what it says. You know who I'm talking about. That's what I got going on in my life. No, fuck that Melton John son of... Listen, guys, I love Melton, I do. But Melton doesn't give two fucks if I live or die. He wants me to die, okay? The man wants me to die. He doesn't even want to be my friend. Like, I just don't want to... It's unhealthy. Yeah, I'll always love him, but I can't change who he is, and I never would. When you love someone, you love all of them, flaws and all. But no, Milton's not stalking me. And, sadly, that's, I guess, not meant to be. You know, I don't know what that guy ever saw in me, 2 years ago now to begin with. But, anyway, yeah, I don't know. If I were to commit suicide, how would I do it? You know, that's what I think about sometimes. And this is so strange for me to have thoughts like this, because I typically don't. I wouldn't want to hang myself. Drown. I want to drown. When I was a young child, I jumped into a pool that was very deep, and my parents couldn't find me because I was supposed to. My father had to sneak me down away from my mother because she hated my father's side of the family. So he took off with me one day while she was still asleep. And he took me down to Myrtle Beach. And I remember jumping in that damn pool when my daddy went on one of those, like, love seat rides with his brother, just by himself, just the tunnel of love type of stuff, just for fun. And I jumped in the deep end and I almost drowned. I mean, I was like a second or two away from just inhaling my lungs full of water. I couldn't breathe. And there were so many people in Myrtle Beach at this pool, at this hotel, that, you know, my father jumped in and got me, but I could hear this voice in my head saying something like, "Ha ha ha, I got you now, bitch." And I knew right away if I were to die, I was going to go to hell, even as a child. And children can go to hell. You're held accountable for your sins at a certain age. So I knew that there was like some kind of demonic presence, just like all the near-death experiences I've had, like the overdose and stuff like that. It was, except, no, I heard Paul the last time I almost died. Paul, my husband, was saying, wake up, Abby, the last time. Oh my God, guys. Hey, Super Cereal. I don't know if I can even deal with being in a relationship though, Raina. Hey, Botter. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Super Cereal. Oh, goodbye, Wendy. I hope you have a good night. Nah, I believe, like, there was only one man for me, and he's dead. And every time I get in a relationship, I become disappointed. Like, you know, I was taught that you don't give up on anybody, that you try to fix a problem. And if, after really trying to fix the problem, if they're, you know, continuing to do things that are detrimental to themselves, then you give up on them. But in this day and age, you know, Satan has warped what God's love was supposed to be, you know, for humanity and between a woman and a man. And so, men just throw you away, women throw men away, and they just move on to the next like nothing happened. And that's just not who I am. And you can call it a stalker, you can call it whatever. I don't give a fuck what you call it. But the truth of the matter is, like, I want to reconcile and fix things. If I can, I don't want to let go of somebody I love. Sorry, I got something in my throat. And it's just sad. And you know, my parents taught me that because I watched them go through so much and they still stay together. For, 30 years? No. Yeah, about 30 years now. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Daddy Carlos is in the house. Thank you, Julie. Well, I guess I'm just going to shut her down, guys. I want to lay down, try to get back to sleep. Even though I'm just going to toss and turn and try to turn my mind off. Maybe now that I got some of this out of my, see, it's so strange. I get these intrusive thoughts to, like, drive my car into a river. Or just go down to, like, Fernand Lake and just jump in and then, like I was a kid, you know, but instead of my dad saving me, like, actually breathe that water into my lungs. And it'll be a hard way to die, but hell, I know what it's like to almost suffocate due to fluid overload. I have kidney failure, for God's sake. I'm not supposed to be here anyway. But I try not to think like that. It's just getting hard. Some days it's hard. I'm so fucking bored out of my goddamn mind. Hey, Princess Tanya. Thank you, sweet Rena. I've done that. I've put ASMR, music. I can't ever sleep to music. White noise. People that I used to listen to fall asleep, like Walter Fate, or he now goes by Fate of Walter. He talks about, like, Reddit forums. I fell asleep to Gray Still Plays before. I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. I just think it doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter anymore. I'm just so sick of carrying and the weight of the world on my shoulders. You know, I'm a strong person, but, like, who's gonna carry me? You know, nobody. And I really don't have any animosity toward anyone on this website, I guess. Nah, there's a few I do, but those people fucked me over so bad out of nowhere. Well, then I'll have to figure out another way. I don't know. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. I hope you're doing well, sweet little 4. But I don't mean to put you guys in a bad mood. I really don't. I really appreciate how many, 10 of you in here? 11? I really appreciate you guys being there for me. You know, it's nice to have someone to talk to, and it's a lot harder to talk to somebody that you know in real life about these true feelings that I have. So, you guys are like my family, you know. And I do appreciate each and every one of you for listening, taking the time out of your evening, your early morning, whatever the time may be, and lending an ear to me and offering advice. Because I do read the comments, even if I don't acknowledge them, or if it sounds like I'm going, oh yeah, thanks. It's not like that at all. I do take them to heart, and I'm gonna try to go back to bed because I gotta get to dialysis tomorrow and I don't feel good. So, again, hey, Bournemouth, honey, you caught me. Go back and watch the stream, sweetie, if you want to. It's good to see you, darling. I gotta go. I gotta try to get me some sleep, alright? Over and out.